Welcome to the Pew.
The Peew. Another remote edition.
Yes, another remote edition.
So today we're going to talk about my book, Dressing the Monster, for those of you who are not aware that I just published a book at the end of April.
It's my favorite book of yours so far, actually. No, but the writing, because, I mean, the subject matter is irrelevant. Well, no, the subject matter is not
I think
irrelevant.
this is the only book of mine that you probably have read.
Full from cover to cover, I will guilty as charged. But I don't read books, but I read this one. But the writing in this was really good. It's really funny. I mean, the stories, their anecdotes are. It's a funny book in and of itself. If it was about anybody else, it would be funny too.
Yeah. So for those of you who are not
and more than
aware,
funny, it's a documentation of a time period.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who are not aware of what my book is about, it's basically a fashion memoir that I wrote about the club kid outfits that I made for Michael during the early 90s. And it's as many photographs as I was able to find or get permission to use.
That's a lot of photographs. I'm curious to know what the deal was with Michael. I mean, is it because we were all kind of waiting for him to come out with a book? Michael Fazzackerly, the photographer who did the trading cards, did the photographs for this book, and we were all kind of waiting for Michael to come out with his own photo book. And is this that?
No, it isn't. I'm sure he's still working on that, but I think the reality is that it's extremely difficult to publish a book, and when you have a really niche subject like club kids, it's not like you're going to have all these publishers lining up wanting to publish it, because basically publishing is a business and they want to make money, and maybe they don't think that enough people are going to buy that book.
He could probably do it if he didn't really want to make money off it. If he wanted to do like a Tashin kind of coffee table book or something where he didn't want to make money but he wanted a great book, they'd probably do that. But if he wants money, then you're right.
I mean, I'm making money off of this book because I self-published it. So I basically, the beauty of the internet disruption on publishing is that you can now just publish your own books and bypass the whole
self-publishing.
system.
Self-publishing is really made for people like you and me, because the only thing a publishing one of the main things a publishing company does is get you publicity and promote your book. But we kind of do that on our own, maybe even better than a publishing company would, because we know the world that we're promoting to, and we know the media for that world too. So we can do all that on our own. So when you take that away from the publishing company, what do they really do for you? I mean, nothing really.
Well, that's true, and allow me to promote it on my own. It's available on Amazon right now. You can get it in the United States, in Europe, and Canada, and possibly other countries, but I'm not sure.
And we'll put a link, and actually, you know what? We can send that link out to the Skroddleface mailing list, which is quite big. So we make a little graphic for it, and we'll send it out.
Yeah, it took about a year for me to put it together. I mean, a lot of it was just looking for photographs and then trying to track down one or two of the photographers or different photographers that had photographs. In many cases, I was not successful in finding photographers. I might have.
It's good though that you worked only with either you or Michael in this, right?
No, it's my photographs. It's Alexis DiBiasio's photographs, whose photos I control, and Michael's, and then
photos I control.
And then there were a couple of photos by other photographers. So Skid lent 3 photographs, and this guy David Hurley, who took this fabulous picture of us on the High Line, he gave me permission to use his photograph.
I mean, for photos alone, the book is it's a time capsule. It's amazing.
It is. It's. I was very happy with the photos I was able to find, and basically all the photographs are photographs of Michael wearing my clothes. So, for those of you who are interested in club kid history, I thought it was important to write the book so that I could document the history, in my own terms, and not allow other media to just kind of describe what we did. So I figured I would do that before I died. So I did it.
You don't have anything to tell us, do you, Ernie?
No, I'm not dying.
Wait a minute. Speaking of you dying, well, how are your 2 husbands? Is there trouble in the home front?
No, we're not going to talk about that today.
Okay. Tomorrow's episode, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to remind us, if we don't do it tomorrow, be sure to bombard Ernie with emails reminding him.
Well, we're going to take a break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about burning questions that some viewers have asked me about the outrage party.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsor.
Welcome back to the Peew.
Peew. So I had been asked.
What kind of burning questions?
I have been asked by at least a couple of Pewers if what's going on with the outrage party if it's canceled, because some people saw.
I can't believe you call it the outrage party.
Some people.
It's like going to the area club.
Some people saw social media postings saying it was the last outrage or the last party. So what happened?
Well, okay. First of all, what they saw was the last Polite Society. Polite Society is the party that took over where Outrage ended. Outrage ended 6 weeks ago, but Polite Society was the party that took its place. Polite Society was a 5-week. It was an experiment, a 5-week social experiment, and there will be something replacing that in a couple of weeks. But Polite Society is over as well.
All right, so there's no parties going on at Rumpus Room then?
Not right now, but there will be in 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
But it won't be Outrage and it won't be Polite Society. It'll be something
new. Okay. Something
new. I like that. Something new.
I've been loving Keoki's live from the Art Factory Facebook.
Oh, have you been watching it?
I've been watching some of it.
I hope you got a good look at it. Oh, it lasted. Because Facebook has banned Keoki.
Why?
I don't know.
Was there nudity or
no
copyright infringement?
No nudity. Nope, no copyright infringement.
Well,
keep going.
Let me see. Nudity, vulgarity, copyright infringement, or
Nazi flags,
drug use,
Nazi symbolism. There is one of my my swastika paintings, the Mickey Mouse on the swastika, that was in the background. It's Keoki playing live at Art Factory with this big swastika behind him and Mickey Mouse head, and people misread that he was promoting Nazism.
Okay.
And he was banned. Now we thought that it would be just like one of those 24-hour whatever. But it's been, close to a week so far. He's still not back on.
Wow.
And you know how they are. They don't respond to your
No, they don't care.
You don't really know.
It's probably just a robot that suspended Keoki.
Yeah.
So
a Nazi-like robot.
A Nazi-hating robot.
It's like the way in Germany now, you are so not allowed to display Nazi symbols that they have become Nazis in keeping you from displaying Nazi symbols. Like if you display a Nazi symbol, you go immediately to prison without any trial or anything. So they don't realize that they have become Nazis by trying to prevent you from becoming a Nazi.
Well, I mean, I think that's probably part of that whole zero tolerance mindset.
Yeah. Well, what is more Nazi-like than zero tolerance?
Well, yes. I mean, I agree that there is zero tolerance has been ruinous for
I have zero tolerance for zero tolerance. Now, if I have zero tolerance for zero tolerance, does that make me Nazi too?
See, that's the thing. That's why I'll never win wars, because I'm accepting of zero tolerance. I don't have zero tolerance for it. It's okay.
You're allowed. So if you don't have,
I have lots of tolerance
lose-lose situation. If you have, I was going to say, because the only way to win is if you have if you have lots of tolerance for zero tolerance.
Is that winning? Or is that just letting
because
the arbiters of tolerance, tell me what is tolerable and what is not tolerable?
Well, then it's a lose-lose-lose situation. Right. There is no winning in this situation.
There's no winning, especially for people like us who are not necessarily mainstream. So our views and preferences are always going to fall outside the mainstream, and they could fall into the realm of what is considered intolerable.
Exactly. And there's a conundrum for the ages.
Poor
Poor us.
So he's been banned from Facebook.
For now. I mean, I don't think it's going to be permanent, but I mean, he's kind of upset about it, and it was building. I mean, like a lot of people were watching that, and we'll talk about the Art Factory in the next episode, but that was part of our offering to the Art Factory was we're going to be promoting the Art Factory
with
in
swastikas.
exchange for with swastikas. Yeah, I know.
That'll go over really well. It'll be so popular.
Popular. Well, we should really think these things through more before we do that.
Well, clearly you didn't. I don't think.
But that's the
I don't
beauty in
think there
these
was
things.
any thought involved.
They're kind of they're organic and
There was no thought involved behind what you were putting up on the walls. What was it?
There was none at all. It was just like, this looks good, It was pretty colors. It literally was pretty colors. And anyway, Kyoki decided what goes on.
Well, who will be offended by that pretty colored swastika?
Such a pretty shade of blue.
All right, we'll see you next time.
All right, bye.